Well, that's what a couple of Henry County residents heard this morning, and not only Henry County residents, but early morning commuters. Good evening, I'm Chief News Anchor Tyreek Wynn, and this bizarre scene took place on Jodico Road in Henry County, right by I-75. There was a tiger on the loose, and now questions asked, where did this tiger come from? Well, we just learned just a couple of hours ago that this tiger came from the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. We got information that they were coming from Florida, heading up to Tennessee, and they stopped in Georgia when this tiger allegedly escaped from that truck. And police shot and killed down that tiger. Well, the President of the United States ended DACA today, and many people around the world are protesting against defending DACA, and they want to defend it because, and just in case you don't know what DACA is a program for children that were born in another country, but they came over here with their parents, and now the President of the United States has ended that program. And President Obama spoke out about this situation, and he said it's just downright cruel. Well, just awful scenes in Houston, Texas. Take a look at this image right here. As you can see, this house is all the way up to the top of these windows, and this appears to be a two-story house, but as you can see, one story of the house is almost covered all the way up, and this is what people are currently facing down in Houston, Texas, and also cities around Houston as well, and also Louisiana are facing these flood conditions by Hurricane Harvey. And many people just down there are devastated and just downright just feel like they lost everything, which is why you have the chance to donate to these people down in Houston, Texas, because TW News was recently out at Community Bible Church and Community Christian School, where they had trucks come into the parking lot and they have people to donate. Well, take a look at this video. Coverage right in front of the truck. And you're probably wondering, what is this truck doing behind me here today? Well, I'll be more than certain to tell you. It is the truck that Community Christian School and Community Bible Church are sending down to Houston, Texas. And as some of you know, in Houston, Texas, there is a massive hurricane that is going on, which has now turned in from a hurricane to a tropical storm. And now that tropical storm has now been claimed a tropical depression. But Texas has received over 50 inches of rain down there and just massive, massive flooding. People have been put out their houses, stranded on the streets of Houston, and just big, huge, giant floods. And they have open shelters down there for them, but they need us and they need you to send things down to Houston. So we need you to come out to this truck right here in the parking lot of Community Christian School and right in front of Community Bible Church. We need you to donate down to this truck to send down to Houston, Texas. Reporting to you live, I'm Tyreek Wynn, TW News. Also, Chief News Reporter Tyreek Wynn had a chance to catch up with Community Bible's church pastor, Pastor Bo Adams, and here's what he had to say about the donations. All right, we are back, and we are still out here at Community Christian School, right behind the truck. Right in front of the truck that is about to go down to Houston, Texas. And I am here with Pastor Bo Adams, pastor of Community Bible Church. So tell me, how does it feel to have a truck in the parking lot and be able to give to a good cause?
It's wonderful. You know, what's so exciting to me is we've just had a steady stream of cars, people from the church, but a lot of people not from the church, just from the general area, hearing about it on Facebook or through things like this, and they're going to Sam's, they're going to Costco and grabbing the items that are needed and bringing them up here and just be able to meet those folks, and because you're really meeting some of the neatest people, some of the kindest people you ever meet in your life. And we see people willing to give like that, so it's been a blast. It's been fun to be able to be a part of doing something that will matter and make a difference all the way over there in Houston.
Okay, yeah, and that's really good. So this truck right here, how did y'all come about getting it out here in the first place? How did this all happen?
Well, there's a local shipping company, PEI,
Okay.
that said they wanted to do this, and they said we've got the truck. If you've got the spot, we said come on and bring it. They dropped it off just yesterday, and ever since then, even before the truck was here, man, people started bringing stuff, and we're really finding that so many people in this area are just wanting a way to do something, wanting a way to give, and so they're looking, and that's why they're suddenly popping up here and giving like that.
Okay. And also, I have to know, like, how are y'all marketing this? Because I look in the truck and y'all have so much stuff in there already. So how are y'all marketing and getting people out here?
You know, it's all been through social media so far, Facebook, and people start sharing that. And we were kind of blown away when we woke up this morning to find out that it's been seen by over 45,000 people.
Wow.
who spotted it on social media and just suddenly starting to respond. So that's exciting. We expect this truck to be filled up pretty quick, and as soon as this one's full, then another truck will pull up, and we're just going to keep on going as long as people are bringing stuff to be able to send down there.
Okay, and that's really good. And as a pastor, I have to ask you, how long have you been pastoring here at Community Bible Church?
Right at 20. I've been a pastor for 28 years. I've been a senior pastor now for right at 17.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for this interview. And of course, we have to give y'all the address so y'all can come out and donate. And the address is 2001 Jodico Road in Stockbridge, Georgia. All right. And oh yeah, and of course, some of the items that you can bring out here are cases of bottled water, Powerade, Gatorade, baby items such as diapers, wipes, baby bottles, non-perishable, dry canned goods, bleach, Lysol, Clorox wipes, mops, brooms, buckets, contractor bags, gloves, surgical masks, soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, razors, floss, feminine products, deodorant, paper towels, Kleenex, toilet paper, dog and cat food, flashlights and batteries, new pillows, sheets, towels, and air mattresses, tarps, duct tape, plastic storage bins, folding chairs, boxes, and packing tape. And make sure when we do want to avoid bringing clothes, books, or toys at this time. And considering buying bulk from Sam's, Costco, or Walmart. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And we'll be right back.
Tariq, I just seen you donate some things. How does that make you feel?
Oh, actually, it makes me feel very good to be able to donate to such a good cause, which this truck is going down to Houston, Texas. And I have family in Texas, and, you know, I've been watching the news, and TW News, of course, because, you know, I just feel for I feel for y'all, and I'm praying for y'all each and every day down in Houston, and I want everything to get better for you all, because God will continue to bless you all, and it will get better.
Tariq, today, could you tell people who's watching this feed, how could they come out and donate for a cause, and where are we located at?
Oh, of course. Well, first off, we are located at Community Bible Church and Community Christian School. And what you can do to donate is you can bring, you know, non-perishable canned good items, dog food, baby toiletry items, or any type of toiletry items you can bring down to the truck, which is here in the parking lot right in front of Community Bible Church and Community Christian School, and the address for that is 2001 Jodico Road in Stockbridge, Georgia.
And Tariq, could you tell them, the listeners out here, some items that right now we're not taking? Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Oh yeah, so items that the truck can't take is clothes, and as I can recall, I believe it was clothes and
well, let's stick with clothes.
Okay.
Because we sure about that.
Clothes and toys. That's what it was.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Tariq, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you.
And y'all stay tuned and come out and Tariq, you want to put a challenge out here to your viewers?
Oh, sure. Why not? You know, we're always up for challenges. Let's see. The challenge is whoever can bring the most items to this truck, and I will be having them watch, whoever can bring the most items to this truck
will feel good.
You're gonna feel good about yourself.
You heard it. You heard it from TW News. You're gonna feel good about yourself.
Oh, really good about yourself. Just donate. Come on down and donate.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Continue watching, and you're gonna see us all over the city, and we're gonna be bringing you great news like this. Stay tuned. TW News.
Well, coming up next on TW News, did you know that there's another hurricane that is coming, and it's currently active right now down in the Caribbean and headed towards Florida Keys and also the entire state of Florida. And not only that, it's coming for us as well in Atlanta and in the state of Georgia. And also, we have Colin Kaepernick. Still hasn't been signed to an NFL team, and there was a local protest in downtown Atlanta about him not being signed. And also, there has been a new statue that has been built in downtown Atlanta by the Georgia State Capitol. We will have that and more coming up. Welcome back, and if you take a look at this image right here, this is Hurricane Irma, a hurricane that is currently headed towards, well, is currently active in the Caribbean right now, and is headed towards the Florida Keys, the state of Florida, and not only that, it's currently headed to our area as well. So we need to be on a lookout. Now, questions are, where exactly will this hurricane take place? Well, we have somewhat of an idea right now, but of course, as you know, weather is always changing. But our current models stand as it's coming through the Caribbean, hitting straight into the Florida Keys, going through Miami, going up all the way through the eastern beaches of Florida, hitting Savannah directly in the bullseye, and also the hurricane, when it hits Savannah, it will also be in our Atlanta, Georgia area. And you're probably thinking, how is it going to be there? Well, I'll tell you, this hurricane is getting bigger and more massive, and it is expanding. As you can see, this is what it looks like now, and this isn't even the full thing. This is just partial of the picture that we have here today. But as you can see, this little eye right here, in the middle of this eye, there are 0-mile-per-hour winds, but you come out to the edge of the eye, you got 125 miles an hour winds, and that's just currently just drastic for the people down in the Caribbean. And things that you should do to prepare: you should board up your house, definitely evacuate your area as soon as possible. And we do know that the hurricane will be in the Georgia area on Monday, so make sure you are out of the area by Monday. Of course, we can't force you to leave your homes, but we advise you to leave your homes. Well, quarterback, or used to be quarterback, Colin Kaepernick has still yet to be signed by an NFL team. And TW News' chief reporter Tyreek Wynn was in downtown Atlanta, where they had an active protest for the quarterback. Take a look.
Super Bowl, yes, you know what the verse means to us, right? That means no more black people. You won't be able to tell that black people lived over here. That's what I'm saying, right? So yes, I'm angry. And Ron Kaepernick, slavery. I had a job, and they told me how I supposed to act when I leave the job. They tell you ain't supposed to say anything on Facebook. They told me don't vote for Barack Obama. You know, that's the kind of job that we got out here now. They try to tell you to run your life. If you do your job, do it well. Once you leave that job, it's over. You go home. That's what I'm talking about. It's nothing to do. Anyway, power to the people. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. Power to the people is black power. Power to the people is what? Black power.
Shoot with the camera, not a gun.
That's right. Okay.
One of those tiki torches of your coworkers. Say something. If y'all see anybody buying tiki torches,
Stay right there, I'm sorry.
see something, say something.
I'm going to start using flashlights.
Hands up, torches.
Out of style. As the last few
That's
years.
powerful. Got your pants. All right, that might be it, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Senator Ford, as a matter of fact, and he is running for mayor of Atlanta. So tell me, what is one thing that you want voters to know about you when they go out and vote for you?
They took away so much into when he built the first dome. That down North Side was ours. We built Prosper Street. Last City was one of the most wealthy streets in the city at one time. Marvin King lived down in 1960 to 1968. He was assassinated. Buried still on the home. Do it after. Behind that a man, the first black
So
man
you've had experience, you know, in the Senate. So tell me, what was that experience like for you?
Story of love, right? He come out of slavery. Martin Luther King's grandfather, A.D. Williams. He came out of slavery and built. So this was how Atlanta was. We built it. This college, this is how the ground you're standing on. It was built by black people. It was financed by black people. It's AME Church, you understand that? You look over that hall over there. That's Fountain Hall. That clock, this is the smallest place in
And
Atlanta.
just for our voters out here that are voting in the city of Atlanta, just tell them what date the voting is and you know, where you'll be from.
Over there is so much history around here, I don't have time to tell you. But what it means to me is that they're destroying the black community. This is the last best of this area, and also
All right, so you heard it from Senator Ford in 70 days, November 17th, correct?
Look what they tearing down. Look at these
November
buildings
7th,
falling
all right,
apart.
2007.
This is the last of history. The Auburn Avenue, you don't see 100% over there. You see about 20%.
All right, well, you heard it from him first. We got a candidate for mayor, which was really big for TW News. We're getting bigger and bigger. So we're going to turn into the Colin Kaepernick protest here coming back up.
The starter of the petition, no Kaepernick, no NFL. Okay, so tell me, what inspired you to start this petition?
And it's time for us to send an economic
I actually run a page. It's called Unstripped Voice,
So again, it's time to take a knee on
which
the
is a news
NFL,
aggregate
and
that
we're
promotes
starting with that
economic,
team
social, and
that
racial
resides
equity.
right outside, right in that dome right there. So
We
we're not
have about
rising up.
230,000 people who like the page. We
We're
reach
taking a knee.
10 to 15
Thank you
million
again on behalf of the NAACP.
every week
I want
on
to
our
thank
Facebook
Mary
platform.
Platt and the wonderful
So
organizers.
we put out videos about Black history and just people of color and just like a lot of historical facts. So we've been keen on what's going on with Kaepernick ever since we first started this protest a year ago. So ever since what's been going on with you know, him not going to Miami, him not going to Baltimore, we posted videos that's what's going on. And at the end of the day, we found out that a lot of our commenters on our videos that we post were like, you know, I'm boycotting the NFL, like I'm out. So I was going to do a petition, like I said, I started on July 27th. I was going to start it 3 days before on the 24th.
Okay.
But I was like, nah, you know, I was hoping somebody else started it, you know, whatever. But then I ended up starting it 3 days later on the 27th because I saw news about Michael Vick, Atlanta's own Michael Vick, that he was, that, you know, he played college at Virginia Tech. So he was going to be inducted into the Virginia Tech Hall of Fame. And a petition came out that said that he should not be inducted because of his dogfighting. And so it was on change.org, and it had 90,000 signatures. So I was like, hold on, you know, I know Vic said some comments about Kaepernick's hair and that he needs to cut it. So obviously there's some things there, but he did apologize for that statement. So you know, it's up to, you know, anybody who, you know what I'm saying, like forgives him or not. But at the end of the day, after I saw that petition on the 27th of July on change.org, they got 90,000 signatures. I thought about the petition. I went on change.org, and on change.org, I typed in, you know, Kaepernick being blackballed, or Kaepernick, you know, not going in. And all the petitions that was on change.org that I saw were about him, that if he took a knee, then he should leave the NFL. Instead of him not playing, then he leave the NFL. So after that, I was like, you know what, forget it. I was like, I was gonna start this petition and see where it goes, and that was how it happened. And the goal was 100,000 signatures. We reached 100,000. Well, we were trying to reach it, and by the time the season started, but we eventually reached it in 12 days, which was like the beginning of August, so it was much quicker. So that's what, you know, made us, at least, made us start the petition. So it really took off. The publicity from it has been great. I know that Kaepernick's Know Your Rights organization picked it up and had the link for the petition, which really brought it up. our Unstripped Voice Facebook followers and Twitter followers actually helped us out as well. You know, really gave us the boost, and it just took off from there. So the goal was 100,000 signatures. I don't miss these questions for you, and I'm talking a lot more.
Oh, you're good. No, we need this content right here.
Yeah, so
all the information we can get.
So the goal was 100,000 signatures, and after we reached 100,000 signatures, that we were going to email all, not email, mail, certified mail actually, all the NFL owners to let them know, like, what you're doing with Kaepernick is wrong.
Okay. And did they respond, or how did that work?
So nobody has responded yet, believe it or not. You know, the owners can do what they want to do. They're the owners. They can be in the background and say nothing. But the owners did respond. I'm sorry, none of them responded. But very recently, the NAACP and Fox 5 reached out to Arthur Blank, who was the owner of the Falcons, and he put a statement that I really can't say here because I don't remember it because it's a blanket statement. He said something about his foundation, and I don't know what he was talking about, but it really, like, it made no sense. Like, you can see the statement, it makes no sense. But yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Next thing you know, we got rallies all over that's going on.
Okay, so now what I want to know is, since you started and you got there so quickly,
regarding the September 17th
build all the way up
United
to that
We Stand
number?
rally
That's fantastic.
Atlanta
Yeah,
to get
so
more information on
like
what
I
we have
said,
coming up September
our Unstripped Voice
17th,
Facebook page,
as
we
well
reach
as
10 to
the
15
United
million
We
people
Stand Atlanta
every week.
hashtag. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Simply because of that, that really like pushed up, and then plus a lot of people were already upset about the whole Kaepernick thing. You know, we post up videos all the time, so that reached out, you know, really quick. And then I think Unstripped Voice on Twitter, we sent a tweet to Know Your Rights, which is Kaepernick's organization, and then they really like took the link and put it on their profile on Instagram, and I don't know on Twitter, but I know on Instagram for sure. And then next thing you know, all the news organizations like picked it up. So from there, it just went quickly. But then even at the end of the day, you know, I don't really take credit for that. I really think the movement and the cause, and everybody knows, like, you know, Kaepernick's being shunned. No matter how the owners speak about it or whatever, the owners are being shunned. I mean, the owners are shunning Kaepernick, and a lot of people have a lot to say about it. As you can see in this rally, there's one going on in New York City. I think that's done. And everybody else from all over the nation, even all over the world, who really is saying, hey, you know, Kaepernick, you know, he's not being signed, and we think this is wrong, and we stand with him.
I'm sorry.
And I thank you so much for giving us so much valuable information, because, you know, we didn't know this information until you gave it to us. So we really appreciate it. And like I said earlier, this is the man who started the petition.
Appreciate it, yeah. My name is Victor ADG, started of Unstripped Voice. And I don't want to give out too much information. You can follow us on unstrippedvoice.com, Facebook, Twitter, Unstripped Voice, and that's pretty much what it is. But at the end of the day, I do want to say, I've been asked by a lot of people, you know, when are you going to stop this petition? When does the online petition end? And one of the fears is that somebody may say, well, all right, the owners are going to sign Kaepernick. At the end of the day, they ain't gonna play him. So what was the whole point? You know what I'm saying?
Because he could be sitting on the bench.
He could be sitting on the bench, and they could be employed. So to be honest, we really don't know the true end of this petition, when it's going to end. We put on a petition that Colin Kaepernick has to be signed in order to play, not a starter, but signed. At least allow him to make a living. But I'm not sure. You know, so just stay tuned. Stay tuned, and also go to digitalboycott.org, digitalboycott.org, and we are doing alternative programming for all those guys who don't know what to do on NFL Sundays because you love the NFL so much. You know what to do. Go to NFLboycott.org, and we'll be providing alternative program every week, as long as Colin Kaepernick is not signed. And it's going to be shown during the times of the NFL game. So our first time is going to be on Thursday, September 7th. And we'll be showing programming at 8 p.m., which is when the first game of the NFL season is. And we'll go from there.
All right, well, we will definitely be sure to watch, you know, definitely be sure to tune in. You all at home, make sure y'all tune in as well. And thank you so much, and we'll be right back.
Patrick, Vice President of Black Lives Matter.
This is when
Reverend Washington, member of the Black Lives Matter.
they go to bars, and that's their bonding time.
Okay, so, you know, just a couple of minutes ago, we were off air and we were talking about, you know, some issues. So I was wondering if you could just repeat those issues and to the people that may be listening at home.
My brothers and sisters, the reason why I'm out here is because we're also standing in the gap for those brothers that's been racially profiled. I'm a victim of that racially profiled in Atlanta. The Atlanta Citizen Review Board found a Caucasian officer guilty who asserted that he was looking for a black male 5'7" with multiple tattoos on the neck of his face. And then, of course, as you well know, that I do not fit the description of that person. The officer's name is David Holloway. And so it led for me to rally and seek justice in this particular incident. And since I've been steady fighting for justice as well. The reason why I'm out here as well is standing with my brother, Vice President Patrick. We're standing here talking about the African-American male who was murdered and killed. His name is Mr. Herbert Gilbert. He was murdered and killed by a sheriff deputy of Thomasville, Georgia. My brothers and sisters, I know that we live in Atlanta, but there's also issues that we have to also fight for injustice that's going on down in states and in cities that's beyond where we live in. So we're really rallying a rally cry. It's good to talk about Brother Kaepernick, but we have also bigger issues that's going on all around our region. And I'll let Mr. Vice President speak on the issue that's going on in Thomasville. Okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely here in support of everything that has been discussed today as far as supporting Colin Kaepernick and boycotting and protesting against the national anthem, but the threat of a boycott against the NFL, as you can see, we have so many more black players and even a few white players now joining in after the fact when Colin has said that he's no longer going to take a knee. But, you know, the catalyst was this threat of the economic damage to be done to the NFL. But to tie everything into what's going on in Thomasville, this is what his protesting of the national anthem stands for. The white sheriff's deputy in Thomasville, Georgia, where the sheriff is an old white good old boy that's been the sheriff for over 40 years. Old 80s, you know, 80-year-old man doesn't give too much concern to what black people have to say. And what Colin Kaepernick is doing is just a symbol of all these injustices such as what we're dealing with in Thomasville. And I'm happy that more people are starting to stand up for it now. It took too long, but it's better late than never. And, you know, I just hope people can also support us. We're going to try to make this a big story because this is the next Philando Castile. This man, it was even a more egregious case. This man didn't have any guns, any drugs on him at all. And he was shot and killed. I believe they shot him at least 8 times.
Well, just a couple of days ago, on the anniversary of the March on Washington, this statue of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was unveiled in downtown Atlanta in front of the Georgia State Capitol. And many people got up to speak on the statue, and many people are currently passing through the area to honor the statue and come to pay their respects. And many say, due to the hatred and bigotry that is currently going on right now, this statue couldn't have come at a better time. Take a look at this report. Well, we are here in downtown Atlanta, right in front of the Georgia State Capitol. And you're probably wondering, what is this loveliness that stands behind me here today and this evening? Well, I'll be more than happy to tell you what this is. This is the amazing statue that was just built, and it was just unveiled yesterday, Monday, August 28, 2017. Right here in front of the Georgia State Capitol, we have the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue. And as some of you know, which it was actually very appropriate because it was unveiled on the 54th anniversary of the March on Washington, which just makes it an absolutely appropriate event to have, which they had here Monday at 10 a.m. They had the unveiling of the statue, and some of the King family came up here to speak, and they had a great event that Monday morning. And not only that, some of you know of the tragedies and just the pure awfulness and the hate and the bigotry that happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. And we finally have something just what our nation needed, which was this statue. A statue that doesn't represent hate, but a statue that represents equality, freedom, and justice. Reporting to you live, I'm Tyreek Wynn, TW News. Well, we are in for a chill just in a couple of days. Ooh. We're dropping down into the 50s. We finally have our first fall-like temperatures coming, and we're about to hit record lows that are going down into the 50s, and the record was set back in the 1800s, back way then. And Chief Meteorologist Tyreek Wynn has an update, or has a first look at our forecast. So Tyreek, can you give us updates on Hurricane Irma? You know, what could we be expecting for the next couple of days, especially in our area, and also an update on this cold front and the effect it could have on Hurricane Irma. Tyreek? Chief Meteorologist Tyreek Wynn here. As you can see, we're pretty low tonight, 65 degrees, and that's where we're currently sitting tonight at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. And Thursday is looking pretty good. Highs at 77 degrees and lows at 55 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about a record for Atlanta with the month of September as well. And as you can see, throughout the entire rest of the week, we just have absolutely just beautiful weather, perfect temperatures for you if you want to go outside, enjoy yourself. You know, I'm pretty sure the swimming pools have already closed by now, so no swimming, because, you know, as you can see, we are in the 50s, and nobody wants to go swimming in the 50s. But Sunday night, that's when Hurricane Irma is swarming into our area, and that's when we will have, as you can see, it says a slight chance of thunderstorms and a low of 59 degrees. Now, all depending on that cold front that is coming into our area right now, will set the boundaries and the direction for Hurricane Irma. So we're hoping that that the cold front will attack Hurricane Irma and move it on more east of our area. That way we can experience less rainfall and less wind damage to our area and the city of Atlanta. And as you can see, like I said, we have absolutely beautiful weather. But Monday is when the real episode starts. That is when the hurricane is actually in our area. It's currently in Savannah, but the bands are hitting our area like crazy. We will experience winds. I'm pretty sure we'll experience plenty of heavy rain. And it's a pretty big chance for maybe some isolated tornadoes out there as well. So make sure you are aware and make sure you know you have a place to take cover, or like we said, we advise you to evacuate the area. Back to you, Tyreek. TW Sports coming at you, baby. Boy, this Sunday is the Falcons' first regular season game. The Falcons will travel to Chicago to face off with the Chicago Bears, and boy, is Matt Ryan ready. The team is ready, and the Falcons have finally updated their roster. Their roster currently stands at 53 players. Thank God we got rid of Matt Sims. Oh my gosh, he was just horrible. But yeah, so now our new backup quarterback is the same one from last year. We have Matt Schaub. But it's very important that everybody on the Falcons' first string stays healthy, because if they don't, we're in for a world of trouble. Community Christian School Knights High School football. Oh yeah, our new segment, Helmet to Helmet, and boy is it helmet to helmet. We were out there live at the CCS Knights football game against the Horizon Christian Academy Warriors, and boy did CCS put it on them. They pounded it on them real good, baby. Take a look at these games. Good evening to you all. We are out here at Henry County High School, the football field as a matter of fact. And it's just amazing out here. We're gonna go play some amazing football. The community Christian school against Horizon. It's gonna be a great night of football, and the theme for tonight is luau, which is probably why you're gonna see a lot of these and a lot of these crazy Hawaiian things. So if you see those throughout the newscast, now you know. So we're gonna continue to follow this great action, helmet to helmet. That's the new TW News show for high school football. We'll be right back with football. What an amazing performance by our CCS band. Unfortunately, they will not be able to hear my musical talents tonight because I'm doing this TW News' helmet to helmet show. Unfortunately, they won't be able to hear me. Sorry, but
our captain tonight for the visiting team, Horizon Christian, is number 80, Jake Walker. Number 2, Denver Toussaint. Number 62, Guy Lee. And number 5 is Alex Dalberg. For community, it is number 55, Kelly Hughes. Number 80 is Caleb Faircloth. Number 28 is Bruce Oglesby. And number 7 is Pedron Golden. Our officials for tonight's ball game is referee Eldon Clear, the umpire Chris Lee LaPierre, our linesman is Mitch Lichter, our line judge is James Roberts, side judge is Marlon Wade, field judge is Brad Skidmore, and our electric clock operator is Ronnie Ford for tonight's ball game.
This is lovely. No bugs. We live CCS Knights football helmet to helmet show. And boy, is it a grand. play some great CCS Knights football. Let's go ahead and take this dub. We'll be right back.
Fans on your feet for the first kickoff of the season here at home. Kyle Curry back to kick it for the Knights.
Oh, what an amazing interception by number 13. That was some really good stuff. We are starting this game off excellent, phenomenal. It's just great. We'll be right back with more Knights coverage and more football, helmet to helmet show. You're tuning in with TW News. We'll be right back. What an amazing touchdown by number 3. That was some pretty good stuff, and you know, it's just amazing out here. We are starting this game off right. First home game for the Community Christian School Knights, and boy, it is going well and fantastic. We will be right back with more coverage of this football game. You're watching Helmet to Helmet, TW News' new high school football show.
By number 7, Ron Golden.
Just a great interception. That guy was just incredible. He was on it. He was doing his job. That's why he got the interception. See, it's important that we stay on our jobs and do what we're supposed to do because things like this happen. We'll be right back.
Field goal is good. 44, Kyle Curry with the 6 for that.
Yeah, baby! Kobe Brooks in for the score. That was an amazing touchdown by the CCS Knights. And what a great run for a good amount of yards, too. But we are up. Currently, right now, 13-0. 13 Knights, Horizon 0. Let's keep that score rolling up for the CCS Knights. We'll be right back with TW News' new show, Helmet to Helmet. We will keep you updated on this game when we return. You're watching TW News' Helmet to Helmet show.
And on the kickoff for the Knights, number 51, Nate Borchers, number 14 is
right here. With the score, baby. Number 13. That was an amazing run all the way down the field. We are killing them out here. We're going big, and we're bringing it home. The score currently stands at 27-0. We're about to kick this extra point. Stay tuned for that. You're watching TW News' news show, Helmet to Helmet. Live at the Community Christian School Knights football game, the first home game of the season, and we are here with Headmaster Mr. Banky. So how are you doing out here today?
We're doing really well. We're ahead 35 points. It's a good game.
Yes, it is a good game. So I know that we're currently at Henry County High School, but we're looking to move to a new field, which is right across the street from us. So, and I understand that we have a drawing for a Cadillac. So can you just elaborate on that for the viewers a little bit?
Yes, we have a great promotion. It's called Cadillac for a Cause. We own 15 acres of property directly across the street from the school, and we're creating athletic fields, football fields, soccer fields, eventually baseball and softball fields will be there also, tennis will be there. We're raising funds, and one of our local merchants, Heritage Cadillac, has donated a $50,000 brand new Cadillac for us to have a drawing for. They did this last year, and it was very successful, and it's helped us immensely in building our athletic fields. And again, this year, we will be doing it again. The drawing is November 3rd. It costs $100 for a ticket. If you can have 6 tickets for $500 or 13 for $1,000, and it really helps our school because we have to go off campus to practice. Many times we have to go off campus for all our games, driving the bus, paying for a bus driver, wear and tear, and plus the length of time that it takes. So it really takes in a lot in the practice time that we have, and it will be a blessing for our school. We have home fields ready to play, and we should be on there next year.
Okay. And can you just tell the viewers where they can go if there's like a particular website or if there's a place they can go to order a ticket if they wish to order one?
Yes, they can use www.cadillacforacause.com, or they can go on the Community Christian School website, communitychristianschool.com. That's another place where they can buy the tickets on the website.
Okay, and thank you so much for this interview. I really appreciate it. And also, I understand we have a truck that's going to Houston for donations. So, how does that have an impact on the school?
Well, this is a joint effort with Community Christian School and Community Bible Church, our founding church, and they are taking donations of all sorts of different things, a listing of different things, a lot of water and baby products, and there's a big list of different things that can be donated. Those things are going out this weekend. There's a truck that's right at Community Bible Church, 2001 Jodico Road in Stockbridge. And later this week, we'll have additional trucks here. We'll take donations down to Houston for the people ravaged by Hurricane Harvey.
Okay, and I think that's just amazing, and I think it's really important for the community to get out and give back. So, we encourage you to come to the address to drop off a product that you may have for the people in Houston. We'll be right back.
Thank you. All right, good job.
Back with a local student at Community Christian School, an elementary football player. So, how does it feel to be able to watch the older guys play football? Okay, and what position do you currently play?
I play safety, linebacker,
Wow, well those are a lot of roles and a lot of positions to play. So how do you fulfill all of those positions?
I just work hard, make sure I do the best.
Okay, that's really good. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Bryson. We really appreciate it. And is there anything in closing you'd like to say to the people at home right now?
I love you, Mom, Dad, and I hope the Knights win.
All right, good job. Thank you.
On the stop for the Knights. Jay Fernandez. That is going to be enough for a Horizon first down. Coming out of the ball game for the Knights is number 54, Justice Cody. And into the end zone for the touchdown goes number 5, Alex Dahlberg for the Warriors.
Oh, well, that was an amazing performance by our band and by our cheerleaders for Community Christian School. What a great performance, and the score is currently 35-0. We're doing a great job out here. The Knights are up. It couldn't be better out here. 35-0. We're winning, and I don't think they have a chance of coming back, so it looks like we're in the clear. We'll be right back. You're watching CW News' new show, Helmet, with Mr. Dante Washington, number 8 for the CCS Knights, and y'all just had a big dub, so how does that feel?
It feels great. Quite all right game, but we know we have to step up hard to play the next team.
Okay, and what is the next team?
Georgia Southern, I think.
Georgia Southern?
Christian.
Okay, and so is there anything that you would say that the Knights have to work on as a whole? Anything in particular?
The mental aspect of the game. We got the physical side, but we have to play mentally so we can win. That's half the game.
Okay, and so next year the Knights are going to be on the new field right across the street, so I know you're not going to be able to play on that, but are you going to come back and watch?
Of course. I was a part of putting that field together, so I have to come back and see what it is.
Yeah, because you played a big part, a big role in this, and yeah, kudos to you. Really good job. So what are you looking forward to next game?
Next game, I just hope we come out and execute, and we get after it, and get it done.
All right, that's good. All right, you heard it from number 8, Dante Washington, a really great player and contributed to this great dub. We'll be right back. Knights took the dub. It was an amazing game. The score lasted 35-7, and boy, did we put it on them. We pounded those Warriors tonight, baby. Oh boy, when they was out there, they were putting up those touchdowns, and boy, were we getting them on film. So I hope y'all enjoyed this great game, because it was a great game. The first home game of the season, and boy, was it incredible. We'll see you next week at the next home game. You're watching TW News. Spike action coming at you, baby. Boy, we were live at that CCS Knights volleyball game against our rivals, the Creekside Cougars. And boy, did those girls spike it on them. They put it down on them real good. Boy, they almost had to call the mercy rule on them. So sad for the Creekside Cougars. But you know, hey, it is what it is. So take a look at these volleyball just a little update for you. We have just changed sides for the volleyball game, and the score currently stands at 9-25. But this game has absolutely been kind of pitiful and brutal by giving the Knights are getting a brutal beatdown to the Cheapside Cougars. Stay tuned for more details on this Mercy Rule game. The Knights take the dub, 11-25. Spike Action, our new TW News segment is going great. We just beat our #1 rivals, actually, the Creekside Cougars, and it was just an amazing beatdown. We thank you all for tuning in to this great game of volleyball. We'll see you next time. Well, we're going to get right back over to Chief Meteorologist Tyreek Wynn has an update on Hurricane Irma for us. So, Tyreek, what's our new update on this hurricane that's currently headed our way? Chief Meteorologist Tyreek Wynn here, having an update on your Hurricane Irma for you. Well, as you can see this picture of Hurricane Irma, just a little history for you. Not a little history, but a little weather fact for you. As you can see, this is the eye of the hurricane of Hurricane Irma. And in the middle of the eye, no rain, 0 degrees, not 0 degrees, but 0 mile winds, just nothing happening in the hole. But you get to this edge of the hole, you got plenty of wind coming at you, blowing at you hard. That's how it feels out there right now. And boy, they're facing it down there. And so, as you know how big Hurricane Harvey was, this Hurricane Irma, nothing like it was Hurricane Harvey. This hurricane is much bigger, much more massive, and it's currently headed to our area. It'll be in our area on Monday. So those of you who are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, make sure that we are, prepared, ready for Monday, because the hurricane is coming our way. And those of you who live down in Savannah, you're going to get hit right in the bullseye, and it's going to be way much worse down there. We could expect winds up to 180-mile-degree winds for that day of Monday, and also we can expect probably some hail, plenty of heavy rain, definitely flooding. We will expect flooding, and possibly some isolated tornadoes out there as well. So make sure we have places to take cover, or like I said earlier, we advise you to leave your homes and evacuate the area. Well, thank you so much for watching TW News. Make sure you stay connected to TW News around the clock. Make sure you go follow TW News on Twitter at TW News Station. If you have a news tip you want to send to us, maybe you want us to come out to your area, maybe you want us to come out to your game or something, just send an email to us at twnewsstation@gmail.com. And not only that, make sure you go like us on Facebook at facebook.com/twnewsstation. And don't forget to go follow us on Instagram at tw.news_. Well, once again, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you all next time.